Assalamu alaikum. I'm Chris.
And I'm Mariam.
And we are
PNP. Practicing.
Not.
Perfect.
Welcome to our episode.
Yay! Welcome, guys.
We're so happy to be here.
I'm so excited for today's topic.
Yes. So today's topic, we're going to talk about dating as a revert.
Woohoo! Exciting.
Getting down to the nitty-gritty. What the people want to hear.
What the people really want to hear. Let's spill the tea today.
Absolutely.
All right, well, guys, I just want to put a disclaimer. I'm very much single at this moment in my life.
And I'm not single.
She is not single.
I am not single.
We're hoping for a wedding soon.
Inshallah.
So we could pop out, you know?
Pop out at the wedding.
With the abayas, with the hijabs.
Halal wedding.
Are you going to have a separate men and women wedding? What do you think?
I don't think so.
No?
I think
Okay.
I want like a little baby wedding, like a small wedding. You know?
Oh, okay.
But
cute.
just like my closest people, like just like a simple nikah.
That's the best.
We'll see.
You know, they say when you have a smaller wedding, you get all the barakats during your marriage.
I know you're single right now.
Yeah.
But when you're not single,
yeah,
are you going to be having a massive wedding?
Guys, I think I always told myself I'm going to have a small wedding. I'm going to be humble. I'm so over that. I'm going to have the biggest wedding. Like, I feel like it's because for a lot of my life, I didn't have good friends around me.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, like, I don't really have too many friends. Like, there's no point of having a big wedding. I'll just have my family or whatever. But now that I have you guys and like I'm feeling good about my life, and inshallah I meet a man who has like a big support system too.
Inshallah.
I really hope he's Lebanese, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope he's Lebanese because I'm Lebanese. I feel like Lebanese weddings are so lit.
I'm gonna start learning the Dabke right now.
Yes, you have
to start learning the Dabke right now. I actually have tried to learn it.
Yeah? Okay, how did it go?
Not great.
Oh no.
Not great.
It's really not that difficult, to be honest.
You would think so?
It's like step,
Girl,
kick.
I got bad knees. I got bad knees.
Girl, don't kill me.
Yeah.
Not the knee transplant coming along soon.
Just in time for your wedding. Or maybe I'll need it after your wedding.
Yeah, after the wedding. The wedding will do it for you.
Okay. So, since you've reverted, Mariam.
Yes.
What has your experience been dating as a revert?
I feel like, have you ever heard the term like halal haram ratio?
Okay, yes.
I've heard that so much, and I feel like there's so many people that are like against that saying.
Yeah.
But to be honest, it resonates with me because I'm like, I'm not perfect in any kind of way, you know?
Yeah.
Like we said, practicing not perfect.
Not perfect.
So there's some things that I'm willing to compromise on.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
For example, I love music.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Music is my love language.
Same.
So, you know, long road trips with blasting some old school R&B in the car, you know, these type of things mean a lot to me, you know? Mm-hmm. So I find that's what's difficult is to find someone who's on the same halal haram ratio as you.
For sure.
Some people are way too free for me and some people are not free enough.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then another thing is like meeting people too, you know, because our friends will tell us just go to the mosque and you'll meet someone there. But it's like, I don't think that's really the kind of man I like. I don't know how to say it, but like,
is there even a way to meet men at the mosque? We're separate.
No, so sometimes they do have events where they have like it's like a marriage event. So there'll be like a man that goes up and talks, and then all the women are like, they bid on him, like, I pay $350 for him. Okay, can I get a $450? Can I get a $550? I'm just joking. No,
girl, the way that I thought it was serious, I'm like,
that's not how it goes.
If anything, I feel like it should be us. I'll pay 20 meher for her, 20K meher for her, 10K meher for her.
No, that would be sick, actually.
New idea.
Yeah, mosque, tune in if you want to implement this idea. We're the two girls for this. No, but they do have events like that though. But apparently, like, some girls have iffy concerns because it's like those men are typically the ones that are like their moms really are involved and their families are really involved.
That makes sense.
I don't know. Don't come at me for this, but that's just what I heard. Okay. I really would like to meet someone organically.
Okay.
And I find that when I tell them I'm a revert, sometimes they're just like so excited about it. Like I feel like they get so excited and they're lit about it. Like they love it. I don't know if that's the same for you.
Girl. Yes.
Yeah.
They either like love it, okay, and they like kind of almost I don't know, it's almost like the selling point for them. But then
Mm.
some guys, they're
Mm-hmm.
like, they assume I know nothing because I'm
Mm.
a revert. And I feel like some guys try to take advantage of us.
Really?
A hundred
In what
percent.
way?
Like, they think that I don't know my rights in Islam,
Oh,
you know?
that's a good point.
Yeah, but it's like, I think if anything, reverts are very, very well educated on it because we
Mm-hmm.
learned the religion from scratch. Like, I didn't grow up knowing this. So obviously, I'm going to want to learn about it. I'm going
Yeah.
to ask all my Muslim friends. I'm going to do my own research.
Yeah.
So we're not easy to take advantage of.
Yeah.
We're
That's the
really
thing they
not.
don't
Yeah.
get too is like we research the
We
religion.
research the religion.
So, but I don't feel like I've experienced like what you said about them kind of thinking you don't know your rights.
So I have,
Okay.
like, I've just had, they just, they do try to educate me sometimes, but they
Mm-hmm.
almost like act as if I'm like dumb. You
Mm.
know, I've had experiences where like men literally don't believe I'm Muslim. Like they don't believe I'm a revert,
Wow.
especially because my name is Christina,
True, true,
right?
true.
And like it makes sense. You see a white girl named Christina saying she's Muslim,
Mm-hmm.
like it makes sense. But like we do exist, guys. We
Yeah.
do exist. We
That's
exist.
crazy that like they would look at you that way, you know, because at the end of the day, if you're a revert, like we said, you've done your research on it and you're supposed to be very knowledgeable on it, probably even more knowledgeable than they are. But that's weird because I don't think I've experienced that because I feel like I just integrate so well with the community because I speak Arabic, you know? I think
Yes.
that's a big difference.
Yes. I feel like people would assume that you're Muslim. Like, is
Hmm.
that something you experience?
Yeah, all the time. Ever since I've been like young, it's always been the first assumption in people that I'm Muslim, you
Yeah.
know? So I've never experienced that. Like, I'm really sorry that people assume that of you. Like, that's so bad.
I've gotten so used to it at this point that I'm just like, okay, whatever. But that's another reason why I've been looking into changing my name.
Mm,
Because, like, so the name I want to change my name to is Noor.
we love that name. It's such a
Yes.
nice name.
I think it's fitting for me
It's
too.
so fitting,
And
yeah.
I think when people hear Noor versus when they hear Chris or Christina,
Yeah.
they're more likely to take me serious as a Muslim. Like, I find since I reverted, and like I've been on all the apps, girl.
Okay.
I've been on Muzz, I've been on
Hmm.
Salams. I think that's it actually. Just
Yeah.
Muzz and Salams. And I've been on like the normal dating apps like Hinge and stuff.
Yeah.
And like whenever I put that I'm Muslim, like in my profile, people message me and be like, "No, you're lying. Like you're not Muslim." Like I don't know if they're like trying to say it in a joking way or something, but most of the time they actually genuinely don't believe me that I'm
That's
Muslim.
actually crazy.
Yeah.
There's so many people reverting nowadays.
Yeah.
Anyone can be a Muslim. Like
Yeah.
so many Canadian Americans, like white people in general are converting.
Yeah.
Like it's not something that's like out of the ordinary anymore, you
It's
know?
really not. Islam is the fastest growing religion.
It's the fastest growing religion,
Yeah.
especially with women. Women are reverting in huge numbers to Islam, which you think is funny because like we're discriminated against
We're
or we're
oppressed
oppressed,
in
but like
Islam.
why
Yeah.
do we love the religion so much?
100%. People that say that we're oppressed, they honestly have not looked into Islam at all.
Yeah.
Like to be so honest with you, like before I actually started studying Islam and like learning about it,
Hmm.
I used to think the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I used to think like, oh, what, they're forced to wear the hijab, like, oh my gosh, like their men force them. Like, no,
Yeah.
no, it's a commandment from God,
Yeah.
and nobody's forcing anybody to wear it.
It's like you're a flower. Why wouldn't you want to protect yourself? Like
100%.
I find it so beautiful that we're meant to cover ourselves because we're made to be the most beautiful creatures. Like we're beautiful in Allah's eyes, you know?
Yeah.
Men are just men, but women we're the prize. So we have to conceal our beauty. And I find it so beautiful that it's only our men that get to see us. There's so much that Islam teaches us when it comes to marriage
Mm-hmm.
that is so beautiful. Like the fact that you can't even see your wife fully, like you have to earn the right to see me, honey. Like I love that. You
Yeah.
can't just walk up to me and touch me and do all of these things. Like no, you have to work your way up there.
Yeah.
I love that about Islam.
I know.
Islam is the first religion to allow divorce too.
Yes, yes.
That's a really important point as well.
Yeah, and also meher.
And meher, yeah.
Meher. Like there's all these things that are
Yeah.
like people don't know about.
Yeah. All they think about is, oh, well, they allow men to have four wives. Let's talk about that.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Why did they allow men to have four wives?
Yeah.
Widows, to take care of widows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
If you're ever, in this day and age, the baby mama era,
Baby mama. Yep.
and a lot of men, unfortunately, they look at these women and they don't want to marry them.
Yeah.
They have a kid, they don't want to take care of the kid. No, Islam is against those beliefs. Islam tells you, as a man, if you're already married and you see someone who's widowed, or you see someone who, she's a single mom, or what's like her husband passed away, or she's divorced, or whatever the case is, or she's even like poor, you're supposed to help her. And as women, although it's really hard, like, you're supposed to allow your man to do that.
Or like a lot of women nowadays are putting it in their marriage contract, like in their nikah contract.
That's, yeah, I heard that.
Like for me personally, when I get married,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna put it in my contract
Yeah.
that I don't want a second wife.
Is there any case where you think you would allow your man to get a second wife? No?
Probably not. Probably not. But I mean, I say that now, but like we're always evolving, right?
I would say the only case scenario is, la samahallah, I cannot have kids,
Okay.
or I can't get pregnant.
That's a big one, actually.
That's the only time I would allow him to remarry, or like not remarry, but marry a second wife.
Okay. No, that's actually a good point.
Yeah.
I actually didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard though. It's really, really hard. Especially because then if the second wife comes into your household, she has kind of that one up on you, like, she's capable of getting pregnant. She has to be a really, really good woman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have to vet her and make sure she's not gonna like get up on this pedestal, where she thinks she's better than me, or she can act any kind of way towards me,
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
has to be respect there.
There 1000% needs to be respect and like a
Yeah.
mutual agreement through everyone. Like
Yeah.
I think it needs to be consensual on all parts.
Yeah.
Like for me, like if a man went behind my back and married someone else, divorce.
100%. We took a little break because Chris and I decided to actually fact check this information.
In the Quran, it says that it allows a man to marry up to 4 wives only if he can be just. Marry women of your choice, 2, 3, or 4, but if you fear that you cannot be just, then only marry one. And it says he cannot neglect, harm, deceive, or oppress his first wife. So if the first wife says she does not want a second wife and he deceives her and goes and get a second wife, it's haram.
And by the way, I think that the concept of getting 2, 3, or 4 wives nowadays is nearly impossible.
It's nearly impossible, like in
Yeah.
the economic state of the world. Also, just like it's not doable for most men to
Yeah.
treat everybody fairly.
It's so difficult.
It's
Like,
so difficult.
it's something that I think is nearly impossible. So that's something I question about the messaging or there, because it's like a human being cannot be 100% equal towards 4 different women, because you're supposed to, I'm pretty sure, we might have to check this, but I'm pretty sure you have to love them all equally too. You can't
Yeah.
control your feelings.
That's why most men won't get second wives, third wives,
Yeah.
fourth wives.
Because, yeah, you might think, oh, this is my right, I can do this, but you're going to get a lot of sins if you don't do it the right way. And a real practicing man should be wary of that and should care about like the repercussions that can come from that.
Absolutely. That's why I think it's not very common nowadays. Maybe
Yeah.
in places like Saudi, I think it's more common.
Yeah.
And in different countries, but I have not seen it in the West.
In the West, it's really difficult. Also, the West does not allow for polygamous relationships too.
No way.
Yeah, it's not, you can't have more than one wife legally.
I guess true, but Islamically.
Islamically, you could, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't have like one person has to be your legal wife, legal common.
And then that wouldn't be just.
Exactly.
There you go.
There you
That's why
go.
it's not
So,
happening in the
guys,
West.
we're safe out here.
We're safe out here. But yeah, honestly, like for me, second, third, fourth wife is a no-go.
It's a no-go.
It's a
I
no-go.
think, to be honest, I'm not scratching it off the table completely.
Okay.
I think I would be open to it, depending on the circumstances. I also I love the idea of having like sister wives too.
Oh, would the wife help take care of the kids?
Yeah, I think
Would
so.
she split the cooking and
We
the
would both help
cleaning?
each other.
Oh my gosh,
And
let's
then
get
we
the
could,
same
like-
husband.
Yeah. And then we could, like, when he leaves, we can be like, oh, he's so annoying. Like, I can't believe he did that.
Did you see what he did today? No, then we're committing sin. Then we're backbiting.
No, we're not backbiting. We're complaining. We're venting. There's a
venting.
difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are some differences that you've noticed with a Muslim and a non-Muslim man?
Okay, so Muslim men, like when I meet them on a Muslim app or when they know that I'm Muslim, they treat me very, very differently than a Muslim man would treat me when I was Christian.
Okay.
So I think they take me more serious because I'm a Muslim woman,
Mm,
right?
yep.
Whereas like if I were to go on like Hinge or Bumble or anything without my religion, and they automatically assumed I was a Christian or like non-religious,
Hmm.
whatever, they would come at me with a complete different energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, um, as Muslims, we take marriage very seriously.
I love it.
And I think that you get to a certain point, like we're 26, 27, right?
Yeah.
And in real, like, and back home, that's way too old to get married. Like
I know, I've
they're getting
heard
married
that.
at 16,
I've heard
17,
that.
you know?
Yeah.
We have friends that were literally married at 16
Yeah.
that are now like 35, but
Yeah.
um so definitely at this age it's very like urgent to get married.
SOS, SOS.
Yeah,
Where's
literally.
the ring? Where's the ring?
SOS, someone help me.
I need a ring. Yo.
No,
Yeah.
but it's so true. So like when I meet someone Muslim who's around the same age as me,
Yeah.
it's like, all right, what are your this, what are your that, what do you want in a relationship? Blah, 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 blah. It's like a million questions, and we're getting straight to it, you know?
It's so different though. Like
Because yeah,
dating as a Muslim, like seriously, like if I said to like a man that wasn't Muslim when I was dating before,
yeah.
okay, so like, are you looking for marriage? I'm looking for marriage.
What? Oh my god, we just
Oh my gosh,
met. Like, are
what?
you
No,
okay?
literally,
Mental health services,
they
please.
actually they'll be like, she's crazy. She's a stage 5 clinger. Like she's crazy. But when I'm on a date with a Muslim, when I was on a date with a Muslim man,
Yeah.
when I was dating, like they'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm looking for marriage.
Hmm.
Like this is what I bring.
It's not really I'm looking for marriage. It's like this is what I'm looking for in a
Yeah,
marriage. Like it's like straight off the bat. Like
yeah,
we're talking
yeah,
about that.
yeah,
I have like obviously we're reverts, so my siblings, like my brother was with his now wife for I think 7 years before they got married.
yeah.
You'll never, especially at this grown age, you will never find me with a man for 7 years.
Yeah.
7 months, maybe.
For me, when I was dating before I was Muslim, I used to say, oh, 5 years. Like 5 years is fine. We'll
Yeah,
date for 5 years and then we'll get married.
yeah.
5 years?
That's crazy.
5 years and then we end up breaking up and then I just wasted five
And
years
what
of
did
my
those
life.
relationships even bring to
They
you?
literally, girl,
Like, no, actually, like for the young
girl.
people out there, if you're like 19 listening to this, you're thinking to yourself, I have time to waste. I have 5 years of my life to waste in a relationship.
Yeah.
What did it bring to you?
For me, it brought heartbreak. But you
Yes.
know what? Okay. Okay. I did learn a lot in those relationships.
Mm-hmm.
However, if I was starting at 20 years old again today,
Mm-hmm.
would I do that? No.
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 Hold yourself to a high standard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell yourself, I'm wifey material. I'm
Absolutely.
not girlfriend
I want to
material.
complete half my deen, of course.
Yeah.
But also, there's a balance. You also don't want to you want to be married so bad that you'll settle for anything.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I feel like women fall into
Mm-hmm.
is because there's that urgent SOS, like I need to get
Yeah.
married.
Yes.
Sometimes girls will, or women rather, will get themselves into bad situations
Yeah.
and they'll settle for men
Yeah.
just because they want to be married. And then you're stuck with somebody that's horrible.
That's the thing, and I think we're seeing it in some of our friends, where it's like they're that pressure is really starting to kick in for them,
1000% like,
and they start spiraling in their own
yeah.
brains.
And I've been there.
Yeah.
I've 100% been there. However, I'm so, so glad that my inner intuition and like my gut
Yeah.
was like, no,
Yeah.
no, do not marry this person,
Yeah.
you know?
I found myself getting into a cycle where um I wasn't meeting up with men, but I was talking to different men on the phone. Like I
Mm-hmm.
was on these apps and whatever, and I would have conversations. And I realized after a little, like after a couple months of doing this, I was emotionally and mentally drained. Like
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do it anymore. I felt like I was giving myself up because, like we said, when we're talking with these men, it's very serious. Like you're talking about family, you're talking about heavy topics. It's not like la di da di da.
Yeah.
So I'm disclosing a lot of myself to these men because we're trying to figure out if we're right for marriage. And then it doesn't work out and you feel like you've just given yourself up, like a piece of yourself to this person. And once you do that so often, it's like you feel empty. You,
Yeah.
you feel like there's nothing left to give.
So my way to kind of combat that, or the way that I kind of tackled it, that actually was pretty successful for me and like guarding my heart and stuff,
Hmm.
is when your intention is for marriage,
Yeah.
you know you're looking for marriage, but also treat it as a friendship.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
for me, keeping it halal for the first like
Mm-hmm.
while, like no touching, like maybe a handshake.
Mm-hmm.
For me, like a hug here and there. For me, that's like very tame coming from a Western background.
Yeah.
So that's the way I've been doing it, like keeping it kind of
Mm-hmm.
friendly.
Girl, I don't even meet up with them. I
Really?
don't even
Okay.
get to, for me to meet up with you, it's gonna take a lot,
Me too.
you
No, that
know?
was me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's a lot. I have a screening process, you know? And yeah, the phone call, they're still in the pre-screening
She's calling the
stages.
references,
Yeah,
guys.
literally. We're doing a triage, like we're doing intake. You know, when
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go to the
yeah.
hospital and they take like your
Medical
yeah,
history,
exactly. So
dating
that's
history,
step number one.
and
Okay.
references. Yeah.
Once I feel comfortable with you, and it's rarely ever happened,
Yeah.
then I'll meet up with you for like a dinner date or whatever, right? I don't do the whole like chaperone thing. Like I'll meet up in public, you know, in
Yeah.
a public setting, but I'm not there yet where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna bring a chaperone.
I'll be your chaperone.
Yeah, maybe in the future you'll be my chaperone. We'll see. Because right now I'm literally not talking to anyone and I have zero interest. Like I'm honestly mentally like checked out of it.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm flourishing in my own life that I've decentered men. Is
Mashallah.
that the word?
Yeah.
Decentering men?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've completely
Girl,
decentered
that's
them.
such a good way to be.
It's
That's
a really
such a
healthy
good way to
space to be
be.
in too.
Yeah. When you're focused on you,
Hmm.
like you attract healthy partners
Yeah,
and you attract the
exactly.
right people. Whereas, again, coming back to that SOS, I need a husband, like
Yes.
that's when you attract partners that will feed off that.
And they can smell it from a
They
mile
can
away.
smell it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I've never been a person that like my whole life is men.
Yeah.
You know, I've never been a person where it's like, okay, like I need a husband right now. Like, you
Mhm.
know, for me,
Mhm.
it's like, okay, if you add value to my life, if you bring something to my life,
Yeah.
you're welcome to join my life.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's a friendship, whether it's like a relationship or
Mhm.
something like that, you know?
Yeah. And that's where I'm at. It's so funny you say the word add value
Yeah.
because that's exactly the space that I'm in now.
Yeah.
If you're not adding any value to my life, you gotta kick rocks. Like, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. I really like an entrepreneur, as you know.
I do
Yeah,
know.
because I'm also entrepreneur girly. So
Yes.
I love a man that is very entrepreneur business mindset
Mm-hmm.
that I can go to and be like, hey, like I have this thought. What do you think about it? And he can kind of guide me through it.
Mm-hmm.
That's adding value in my eyes too.
So obviously coming from a Western background, like dating is very different than it is done Islamically,
Yeah.
right? Like you're supposed to have a chaperone and stuff, and you're not supposed to be alone with the person.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's very different here,
Yeah.
right? So the way that like my dating process has changed is basically like don't touch me.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't
That's
touch me.
valid.
Don't touch me. We're going on dates. We're keeping things tame.
For me, the whole family thing is really difficult. Like getting the family
Yeah.
involved from the jump. Because literally, like some of the men that I've talked to that we were getting close to marriage,
Mm-hmm.
they'll be like, okay, so like who do I talk to in your family? Like I need to talk to them before I meet you, even. I'm like, before you meet me, like what are you talking about? Like I don't even know how tall you are in person. Like,
Yeah.
because like I said, we have these discussions over the phone. So they'll ask me, they're like, okay, well, who do I it's called a muhtaram, I think.
Okay.
This is someone that is like a man that you can travel with, halal.
Yes. 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 I've
Yeah.
heard this. Yes.
And the person, I don't know if it's the same person that you're supposed to talk
Isn't
to
it your
ask for the
isn't
hand.
it your dad or your
It
brother?
should be your dad, but like as you know, I don't have a dad right now.
Same.
Right now, I mean ever.
Same. Same.
So Allah yarhamun both.
I was about to make a crazy joke. he's, he's gone home for milk, y'all.
How do we even bounce back for that? As you know, I don't have a dad, right? So
Right now.
right now, yeah. For me, it would be I think my uncle.
Okay.
So it would either be my brother or my uncle. But either way, like my brother would be like, hello, like who are you? First of all, because he's so white, you know, like he's so white. He's be like, why is this person talking to me?
Yeah.
Like, are you genuinely okay? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
He would not comprehend it, you know?
Girl, same.
Can you
Same.
imagine?
My white
Hello, I'm here to request your daughter's hand in marriage.
no, even my mom would be like, pardon? What the hell, eh? What do you mean?
But my uncle, I think he would be more receptive to it just because like he's from back home, you know? So he's a bit
Okay, yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
back home they used to do things. Even the Christians they used to do things like
I
that.
actually love it.
I love it so much.
I love it.
But again, I don't know if
Fitting
it's
into like, yeah, like Western dating, I feel like it's not really a thing that happens much.
yeah, like I'm not trying to get my family involved right away.
Personally, I'm not getting my family involved until like
Ready.
we're down the aisle.
Yeah, yeah.
That we are currently walking
Me
down the
too.
aisle.
That's where I'm
Yeah,
at too. I'm like, okay, once I've made up my mind, this is the person I'm marrying, I will introduce him.
1,000%.
Other than that, there's no way I would introduce anyone to my mom
Yeah.
or my family
Hmm.
if we're still in the talking stage.
It's so personal, even if
Yeah.
we're like, I don't know, 6 months in.
Because something important to note is that we both live alone. We don't live with our parents.
Yeah, I haven't lived with my family since I was 17.
17.
17. Yeah, I moved
Wow.
out young, and like I'm very close with my mom,
Yeah.
and like we talk about everything.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I just feel like I want to wait for the families.
That's another thing too, is because when you get married in Islam, right? The man's supposed to take you away from your parents' house and
Yeah,
bring you into his house. A lot of the times now it's not the case because I live alone, so it's like you're gonna take me out of my own house. Like that doesn't
same.
make any
I'm
sense.
not leaving my house until your house is better than my house.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Like,
like I know that we're getting married and that you're the right person for
yeah.
me.
This is my safe space.
100%. Are you waiting to move in until marriage?
Yeah,
Me too.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable. Um I don't know. That's tough too, because in our cultures, a lot of people move in and live together for like years before they get married. My cousins have done that.
See, I don't even see a purpose. Like, I honestly, like, I think it's such a waste of time because what if you break up? For me personally, like, I've done that.
Mm,
I've lived with a partner,
okay.
and it's not only heartbreaking when you break up,
Yeah.
but there's also that extra, like, addition of heartbreak after having to move all of your stuff out
Oh,
and everything that
yes.
you guys bought together and you split and, like,
The
the
memories.
memories. Like, it
Yeah.
makes the heartbreak, like, a lot worse. So for me personally,
Mhm.
I need a ring on my finger before
Mhm.
we're moving together.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I've never actually lived with anybody before.
Lucky you!
Yeah. I've never lived with a man. I know a lot of couples who've done it
Mhm.
and they break up before their lease is even done.
It's so horrible.
So then they
Yeah.
have to live together for like 4 months.
I know at least 5 people that have had to do
Yeah, and
this.
they're not even together. Like that's crazy
I-
to me.
Imagine going on dates trying
Yeah.
to meet your soulmate and then you come home to your ex. Imagine
Nurses
you
are
just
like,
had a great date. You come home, you're like
you're
glowing, you're so
smiling.
happy, and your
He's there like
ex-boyfriend is on the couch watching TV.
he's like, wipe that smirk off your face.
Yeah,
Like
and or like vice versa. He comes home, it's like, huh,
oh
you
my
smell the
god. Imagine
perfume.
he brings a girl
I
home.
would crash out.
That's crazy.
I would crash out.
That is so crazy.
I personally don't want to live with a guy
Hmm.
before we're married.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It just like I just don't want to go through that heartbreak again, you know?
It's nice to like because in Islam it says like there's three ways of getting to know somebody.
Hmm.
One of them is living with them, one of them is traveling, and then one of them is doing business with them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to not know the person if you can't do any of those things with them. They're forbidden,
I
you
know.
know?
And
So it's tricky.
but in Islam, we have the option of divorce,
Yeah.
which obviously is like the last thing you want to do,
Hmm.
but like we do have that option.
Yeah.
So if God forbid things don't work out,
It's an awkward stage where we're at now with it because back in the day, like I said, we couldn't do those three things. We still can't. They're forbidden, right?
yeah.
But back then, the families were heavily involved in the
I
process.
know,
And the
yeah.
families knew each other and they knew what kind of person. And when you have the family backing you, it gives you that reassurance
You have
too.
that extra layer of protection,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah. So we don't have that. So that's definitely a challenge.
Even if I were to introduce someone to my mom and get my mom involved in the process, she'd be like, whatever makes you happy,
Exactly.
sweetie. Whatever makes you happy, sweetie. And I'd be like, okay, you
Like,
know?
where are the real pressing questions? Like,
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
my family to interrogate my man,
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
but they're very soft with their approach.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Even my family, they're like that too. Like, they're
Mm-hmm.
just like, whatever you want, whatever you think is right, like, go off.
Exactly. So we really have to use like our own judgment, our own intuition, and like
Yeah.
kind of we have to ask those pressing questions, right?
Yeah. So, you know how we were talking about halal haram ratio?
Yes.
What are some non negotiables for you?
You must pray your five.
Okay.
You must pray your five.
That's a good one.
Yep. I don't want you going to the casino.
Mm,
I don't want you going to a strip club or
yeah.
entertaining haram
Yep.
or like looking at other women. Like you must lower your gaze,
Yeah.
right?
That's difficult though. That's a really difficult one. What percentage of men do you guys think actually lower their gaze?
I think if they're doing it right, then they do. Like I feel like with my current partner, I feel like he's very, very good.
Oh, mashallah.
He's
That's
very good.
amazing.
Yeah.
My ex partner was not very good at it at all.
Yeah. It really depends. It depends on the person, but for me that's a non-negotiable. Like if I run a strict program.
Yeah, clearly.
I run a strict program and I think that your partner is a direct reflection of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're dating someone that's going to disrespect you, then that's a reflection of you. So why would you
Yeah,
want to tolerate that? We accept the love we think we deserve,
for sure.
right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Those are some good non-negotiables. Definitely the
No
praying,
alcohol.
no alcohol. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
Um, I think for me, the praying thing is definitely really important. There's nothing more attractive than a man telling you, "Hey, let's go pray together," or "Hey,
Ugh.
did you pray today?" Or like making sure you're being consistent with your prayers.
Yes. They you should be doing the same for them,
Yes,
right?
for sure.
Like don't miss your prayers.
Yeah,
It's Juma.
yeah. And
Yalla.
yes, and oh my God, like if they sit you down and they teach you how to read Arabic and how to like read surahs and like learn surahs together, oh my God, it's so attractive.
So what was your first experience dating a Muslim man as a revert?
My first experience was my ex, actually,
Okay.
and we were together for 2 years.
How'd you meet?
We met through friends.
Okay.
He was Pakistani.
Okay, me too.
Yeah, I know you know about them once.
Same.
He was like practicing in a sense where his family was very practicing, and he was brought up Muslim and
Yeah.
brought up like knowing all the prayers, knowing everything that you need to do, but he was pretty lost, like he fell into the dunya, and he was like doing a lot of haram. Honestly, I'm getting my timelines mixed up, but I remember it was Ramadan and it was the year that I was converting, right? He was not taking it serious. Like, he was coming from Toronto to Ottawa
Mm-hmm.
to see me during Ramadan. And then I would be like a whole day of fasting. And right before iftar, he'll come see me. And we're like hugging and doing all of that. So obviously that breaks your fast, right?
Yeah.
But at the time, I didn't know any better. He did, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So maybe that ties into a little bit about what you said about they take advantage of your lack of knowledge and they try to get you to do things that like they know a Muslim woman would not do. Like,
100%. Like if they know you're a revert, especially if you're a new revert,
yeah.
they will test their boundaries with you.
And
Like a lot of them.
inshallah, Allah punishes him for that
Yeah.
because he should have been like, wow, you're a new revert. Let me take care of you. Let
Yeah.
me educate you.
Yeah.
In our 2 years of relationship, he didn't teach me one surah. He didn't teach me anything about Islam. Like, I was actually teaching him. I remember when I met his mom, she would tell me, please help him pray. Like, please bring him to prayer. I'm like, he's the one who's a born Muslim. Like, what are you talking
He should be
about?
guiding you.
He should be
Yeah.
guiding me.
Yeah.
And there's times where I would like ask him to pray, over FaceTime because he lives far away from me.
Yeah.
And he would just like not wake up for Fajr. He just didn't care, which is so sad.
Yeah.
So that's my experience with it. What about you?
So I think I got pretty lucky with my first experience, honestly.
Okay.
Since I converted or reverted, I've
Mm-hmm.
dated a lot. Okay. I've been on like a lot of dates, meeting
Mm-hmm.
different people because I wanted to like make sure I was making the right decision, taking my sweet time,
Yeah.
wasn't committing. But the first person I dated after I reverted, he was also Pakistani.
Oh,
um,
great.
anyways, so yeah, he was actually a really good guy.
Okay.
So we started talking during Ramadan.
Nice.
We were talking before I converted.
Okay.
So we were talking. We met online.
Okay.
We were talking, and then I converted, and he was so happy.
Did he play a role in that?
No,
Okay.
no. Honestly, I didn't even know he was Muslim.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even know he was Muslim.
Okay.
We were just talking one day, and I was like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "What did you do this weekend?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, took my shahada." He's like, "What?" And he
No
was like so
way.
excited. Yeah. I didn't know Pakistanis were mostly Muslim.
Okay.
Like I wasn't too sure about like who was Muslim and who wasn't. Like I was literally just learning Islam. I wasn't learning about like cultures or anything, so I didn't even know.
I,
But we started talking during Ramadan, and I told him I converted. Everything. We
mhm.
went on our first date.
Okay.
We made it official right away.
Oh wow.
Like he asked me to be his girlfriend on the first date.
Wow.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
He's not playing about
He
you.
was not playing, and so we made it official pretty quick. He was actually it didn't work out, so we're
Okay.
not together. But he was such a sweet person, and he actually helped me so much when I first converted.
Mm.
Like I remember there was one night we were on FaceTime, and I was struggling with learning how to pray.
Mhm.
Like I knew how to pray, but like I was getting very confused with like sujud and like the movements and stuff. And I remember this so vividly. He was in his basement and he was praying with me on FaceTime. He was
Aww.
teaching me how to pray on
That's so
FaceTime.
cute.
Yeah, so like I think I got pretty lucky in that aspect.
Yeah.
Like it didn't work out, but he played a big part
Oh, I love
in
that.
teaching me about
Good for
Islam.
him, and inshallah he gets his rewards.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I got pretty lucky, but after that I've had some interesting some interesting stories for another time.
Yes, we're gonna have a part two to this because
We
there's
have
just
to.
so much to talk about when it
Yeah.
comes to this. And I'm really like excited as this podcast grows, our personal lives are gonna grow as well. I
Hmm.
could end up getting married and like I'm so open to sharing that with the podcast. Like, hey guys, I'm talking to a new guy, like this is what's going
It's
on.
nice. Hey, yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
nice.
they're
Yeah.
gonna like grow with us. And then eventually when
Yeah.
you get engaged and married,
Inshallah.
yes, they're gonna be part of the
SOS,
journey.
guys. SOS.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. Do you have anything else to add?
No, we are so excited to be doing this, and we're
Mm-hmm.
excited to have you on this podcast journey with us.
Yes.
Stay tuned. We've got lots more coming and lots more stories and updates.
Yes. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye.
Bye. Have a great day.